Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are looking at the NBA Prizepicks props for Saturday. We actually have a nice Saturday slate. Have one early game, but you have a bunch starting at 7. Yesterday, I didn't have a video out for the first time in a while. I posted the props that I liked on Twitter later in the day, and they did end up doing well. McConnell hit the over, Van Fleet hit the over, Russell hit the over, Draymond missed, and Garland hit the over. So it was 4-1. He made 2x if he used them. So if you want to follow there at the DFS process, you can check out the site if you're looking for DraftKings and FanDuel advice. And I have some props today, a good amount of props I want to share with you guys. Let's get started. Always, if you enjoy the videos, appreciate it with the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Really helps me out. First prop that we are looking at is going to Houston, and we're taking at least one Houston prop that I'm looking at right now is KJ Martin over 14.5 points. Let's see if we can get some of his other props are posted yet. Actually, let's just take his points, rebounds, and assist instead at 22.5. I do think he'll probably hit the over 14.5 points anyways. But this is a guy that will chip in with a good amount of rebounds. There is no Jalen Green today. There also Kevin Porter Jr. continues to miss games. So you're going to see a lot of these Houston pieces have to do more offensively as Green just fires up a ton of shots. And we know when Kevin Porter Jr. is in there, he likes to shoot a lot. So Martin, Gordon, Jabari Smith, Sengun, they're going to be most of the offense today. If you look at his game logs last game, even with Green in there, he had 14, 6, and 2. So he give you 22 PRA, and he also only saw 26 minutes, where he's normally going to be seeing over 30. So I wouldn't be surprised if he plays like 33, 34, 35 today. Game before that against the Wizards, he had 16 and 13. Missed it against Minnesota, then he gave you 15, 9, and 2, 11, 7, and 3. He's had at least 7 rebounds if you go back. Missed it against Cleveland last game. We had 6 rebounds, but he only played 26 minutes. But then he had 13 rebounds, 7, 9, 7, 7, 9. Going back to the middle of January, you can take us over 6.5 if you wanted to. But he's also scored in double figures in 6 of his last 7 games. So that's the one prop I'm looking at. I don't know if they have any Eric Gordon props posted yet, but I do like his over points if they do post that one. But that is the first one I'm looking at. Another one that I like, Dinwiddie, they don't have his PRA posted. They just have his rebounds, which is at 4, which I probably like the over, and I definitely think he'll hit more than 2.5 threes the way that he's been shooting. But instead, I'll go on the other side and take Tim Hardaway. Tim Hardaway, if you look at his game logs, he's going to get a ton of shots off today without Christian Wood and also without Luka. So it's just a completely different offense. Dinwiddie and Hardaway, they're going to be leading the team in scoring, most likely, and at least in shot attempts you'd expect. Hardaway's done a good job recently of rebounding at a good clip. 9 rebounds last game. He had 8 against the Clippers 3 games ago. And the other 2 games recently, he's had just 3 rebounds. But, Luka is most likely he's going to chip in with like 9+ rebounds, 10+ rebounds a night. And you're going to see Hardaway probably play high 30s in minutes. He played 39 against Phoenix, 38 against the Clippers a couple games ago. So at least mid-30s to high 30s depending on the game. Utah plays good at home, so expect it to be a close game. If not, the Mavs might be the one that have to try to keep pace with the Jazz. I do like him to hit the over points, but with him giving you some assist opportunities and probably see some more assist opportunities today without Luka, I like his PRA at 27.5. We've seen him sometimes go crazy and just give you a chance to give you 30 points scored or high 20s in points scored, and just need a couple of rebounds, some 1 or 2 assists to hit that, assuming he's hitting some of his shots. So that's the second prop I'm looking at. We have some other ones that I do like. I think Jabari Smith over points looks pretty good. You have DeJounte Murray at 19.5 points, which I do like. I mean, he's completely greened out here. That's one I'm looking at. I might end up going with him. But I'm looking at DeAndre Ayton's props. I'm looking at Chris Paul's props as well. They both get great matchups. I mean, they're playing the San Antonio Spurs, which are dead last in points per game allowed, dead last in field goal percentage allowed, dead last in three-point percentage allowed. So if you look at DeAndre Ayton's props today, 19.5 points, 10.5 rebounds. Earlier this year against the Spurs, he only played 25 minutes, but he scored over 20 points, and he had, I believe, 10-plus rebounds in that game. So I like the over points. I like maybe the rebounds. I like the points more than the rebounds. And he might chip in with some assists, but let's just do the over 30.5 points and rebounds. 20 rebounds last game from him. He only shot 6 of 20 from the floor, but with those 20 rebounds, if he took his fantasy or he took his rebounds that game, or his points and rebounds, it hit. Pardo stands right under the basket. He's not a guy that shoots from the outside, so Ayton should be in line to get a lot of rebounds. He's not going to be dealing with the center that likes to shoot threes. So I like his over 30.5 points and rebounds. And going on his teammate Chris Paul. Look at his props. 16.5 points. That looks good. He's been racking up the assists, and you'd expect him to continue that tonight against a team that will allow opposing teams to score at will. He's also, maybe will chip in with some rebounds there. So I'm looking at the points, rebounds, and assists for just being such a great matchup against the Spurs. That's the one I like the most, I'd say. I feel the most confident in that one. Probably the assists will be the second one. The points, I do like them, but sometimes he'll be a little bit more passive. So might as well, with the minutes that he should play. They're in San Antonio, so I'm expecting it to be somewhat of a closer game. The Spurs, never know what to expect, but the Suns dealing with some injuries. I like looking at some of these guys. Played 38 minutes against Dallas. You should see high 30s in minutes if it is a close game, and the assists have been there almost every night, at least since he's been back. The 3 games that he's been back, 11, 11, and 10. He's also had 5+ rebounds in all 3 of those games, and 2 out of the 3 scored 22 points. So without Booker, without campaign, the minutes are higher for Paul. I like him, and I like Ayton a lot. Those two might get bumped just with how bad the Spurs are defensively, and people should be looking to be all over those props. So those are 4 props. Now we're getting into one of the superstars of the night that you can look to, and this one, looking at Jayson Tatum, taking his over 45.5 PRA. It might seem a little high, but he seems like a man on a mission right now. He's been completely crushing these props. Over his last 5, he's averaging he's averaging 8 more than what this prop is at. He's also done a great job against the Lakers over his career. And this year, well, at least today, not having Smart there should lead to some more ball handling for Tatum, maybe some more assists. Last game, he fell short with the assists, but he typically has been hitting them recently. If you look at his most recent games against the Lakers, they played in December, middle of December. He gave you 44 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. That game did go to OT. But he would have been on pace to crush it probably at regulation too. And then he gave you 34, 8, and 11. So that one he would have missed it by a half. Game before that against the Lakers, 37, 11, and 2. He scored at least 30 points in 4 out of his last 5 games against the Lakers. Actually, make it 5 out of his last 6 games against the Lakers. He scored at least 30 points. In one of those games, he just played 28 minutes, which is the one that he missed. But I like the points over. But with the rebounds have been really high recently. They probably might start Horford and Williams together today, but they probably won't stick with that too long as the Lakers. Well, maybe they will. Well, it depends on if they bring Anthony Davis off the bench again, which you probably expect. But we'll see. Should lead to some rebounds for Tatum. Some more rebounds with how the Lakers play. They're not great defensively at all. Should lead to some offensive rebounds potentially. And with the Lakers' defense isn't great, so they should be able to score a good amount of points. And should lead to some more assists for Tatum. He's also been just shooting well and scoring well. So going up against the Lakers, he should get up for that sort of matchup. That is the 5th prop that I'm looking at. And then for the final prop, I think looking at some Atlanta pieces, and I was thinking about John Collins. Is at 13.5 points. I like the over there. You can take his points and rebounds if you wanted to, or his points, rebounds, and assist if you wanted to. McCollum, you can still consider his points. Ingram's back, but he's going to be limited. So I was kind of torn between having John Collins there or taking DeJounte Murray's points. If you look at Collins' games recently, he's given you 10, 9 rebounds. So you say 29, 20. Maybe he'll give you some assists. He's actually been seeing some good minutes recently. I'm going to take his over PRA. It feels pretty low, 21.5 for a guy that, sometimes he'll get into foul trouble, but recently he's done a better job of staying out of it. They're at home. They should put up some points against the Clippers defense, even though Clippers are better defensively with Leonard and George there. But in terms of the power forward matchup, should match up well against Marcus Morris. So I like him for sure. Some other props that I'm looking at would be DeJounte Murray's points. And going back to Julius Randle, the way that he's been crushing it, I like his points and rebounds as well. But the 6 that I have in this video, KJ Martin over 22.5 PRA. Same thing with Tim Hardaway, 27.5 PRA. Taking 2 Suns props over 30.5 points and rebounds for Ayton, over 30.5 PRA for Chris Paul. Taking Tatum, hoping he stays hot tonight, 45.5 PRA over, and then John Collins over 21.5. The other 2 be Julius Randle. I like his. I like DeJounte Murray's points. And that's about it for the video. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any other questions in the comments. Best of luck. This would be a great way to hit this 6 pick and then get us ready for football tomorrow. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.